Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And happy Easter. Easter will be a distant memory when you're watching this, because this, my friends, is a video I very much like to film, and I do them when it comes to sort of like bank holiday weekends and as is Easter weekend, where I'm going to attempt to read for a total of 24 hours over the Easter weekend. Here in the UK, we have a bank holiday on a Friday. I don't work Fridays anyway, for Good Friday. And we have a bank holiday on Monday for Easter Monday. My Easter break, Thursday, at 3 o'clock, has just begun. I finished work early. My glasses are filthy. I've been and done my food shop for tonight and tomorrow. And now, the weekend is mine for reading. There are a few obligations, not obligations, not obligations. We're going to David's sister's for dinner tomorrow night, Good Friday night. Sort of like a sort of ploughman's feel, although I've just realised that the salad I'm making is very much a Turkish salad. And we're doing that tomorrow night, that's on Friday. We've got our friends coming over on Saturday night, and we're doing a raclette, which we're very excited about. And then Sunday, we are at my parents' for a roast dinner. Monday is our own day, and we might rearrange the lounge. But the main plan is to get 24 hours of reading done over the weekend, starting from now. If I wasn't including today, that would be roughly about 6 hours a day, which, whilst a task, would be entirely possible, considering like I'll also be listening to audiobooks and things like that. But we're starting today at 3 o'clock, so that's good. The reading will sort of, I'm going for completely readable books that I'm really going to want to pick up and that are easy to put down and come back to. Page turners I'm going for, but I also need to finish the 2 books that I'm reading at the moment before I move on to the page turners. So we'll get on to sort of like plans for the reading weekend a little bit later, but for now, whilst I'm sat here at 3 o'clock about to enjoy a cold drink and a salty snack, I would like to finish Pizza Girl by Jean Kyung Fraser, of which I have about 90 pages left, maybe less than that, 80 pages left. And I've also got on my e-reader, I'm 85% of the way through Standard Deviation by Katherine Heine. So both of those completely finishable. Maybe not in the next hour, but maybe in the next hour and a bit. I'd also like to have a good old bash at some cleaning, so that I don't have to do much cleaning for the rest of the weekend, because we've got guests around on Saturday night. I'm going to put a load of washing on so my washing bin isn't overspilling. David has already polished in here, he's going to hoover, but maybe I'll do like the toilets, the hallway, and a few little bits about. But yeah, I think for now, and I'll listen to an audiobook when I get to doing that, but for now I think, what's going to be more achievable? Let's try and get one done. So let's try and finish the last 15% of Standard Deviation. I have to log my reading in 2 ways when I do this, because so many times have I been recording it on my phone and I've reset it. If you've watched one of these before, you will know that I've reset it many times. So, stopwatch. We need to set the date, start time, finish time, time read, then accumulated time, and time remaining. There we go, that is pretty good. So, and I'm going to do it in green if I'm ahead of schedule, and red if I'm behind schedule. And hopefully it'll be green the whole way. I mean, we're green all day today because my schedule was to read 6 hours per day, so anything done today is a bonus. And then maybe I'll separate it tomorrow with what I've got remaining. I mean, you don't need to know the ins and outs of that. So the date today is the 17th. I'm starting at 15:05. And then the rest we'll see what's going on. So here we go, start. Pop that down over there. Pop that down over there. And that. Gosh, she's 6 seconds and she hasn't read a thing. And let's start with Katherine Heine's let's start by finishing Catherine Heine's Standard Deviation. Cold drink. Two things have happened. The first one being that I dropped a bit of orange down me, and I've, well, hopefully not stained it, but I'm going to put it in the wash. The second being that I finished Standard Deviation by Catherine Heine, hurrah! And I've read for 32 minutes, so she's already knocking on the door of being ahead. Well, I'm already in the door of being ahead of schedule. I really enjoyed Standard Deviation. It felt very, in the same way that I loved, because I've already said this in a previous Friday reading vlog, like I loved the voice of A Little Trickery. I also loved Graham's voice in Standard Deviation, even though he was sort of quite, it's a very sort of man-heavy book, because you're hearing from a man's perspective about sort of like the annoyances of his wife. I say new wife, I mean is his second wife, and about his previous wife who he's recently come into contact with, and you're hearing about his life, and he's got a neurodivergent son and things like that. But his voice was very good, and the way he sort of like told you about his wife Audra really got across her as a person. I can really imagine her. She's very annoying, very sort of like got her fingers in lots of pies and knows lots of people and stuff like that. I would definitely read some more Catherine Heine. I enjoyed it. So there we go. I am now going to review the book on here and on Storygraph, and then I'm going to start listening to a new audiobook, because I would like to listen to and then read Girls in Love by Jacqueline Wilson, which is a book I read when I was younger, and I really, really loved it. Sort of like oh, it's only short. It's 3 hours, 22 minutes. You'll definitely get that done. A Jacqueline Wilson book I read when I was younger. I loved Jacqueline Wilson as a child, and if you're UK based, you're probably very, very familiar with the work of Jacqueline Wilson. She writes amazing sort of like children's books with sort of like social issues at the heart of them. So when I was a child, I was finding out about children who were living in situations which weren't like my own situation, and it was done in such a sort of like gentle and kind way. I'm very appreciative of that. And there was a whole series of books called the Girls in Love series, which Jacqueline Wilson has now written an adult book for, called Think Again. So I've got it was 99p on the Kindle store, so I got it, and yeah, oh, well, there's actually loads. Girls in Love, Girls Under Pressure, Girls Out Late, and Girls in Tears. So I'll listen to Girls in Love, and then I'll see if any of the others are on audio anywhere, and continue to listen to those or read those. And then I would like to get to Think Again, which is the adult book about these children, these girls, as adults. So I've been really looking forward to doing that. And yeah, I forgot there was 4 books in the series. For some reason I thought it was Girls in Love, and then it went straight to this one, but I do remember Girls Out Late. So yes, I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to do a little bit of chores while I'm doing that. Like I said, I want to get a little bit into my laundry basket, and I want to make the house look a little bit presentable. So I'm going to review, and then I will start Girls in Love. I'm so excited. And do some chores and a load of washing. But to review. mammoth sesh. I feel exhausted. I've got another load of washing on now, but I've done all I'm going to do. I think David's going to run the Hoover around and empty the litter tray, but apart from that, it's looking pretty good. And I'm pretty pleased with myself. And I listened to, I was going for an hour and 17 minutes, so I've listened to loads. An hour and 17 minutes of the audiobook, maybe a little bit more because it was on an hour and 18 minutes, so it was on at 1.25 to start with. It's great, and it's really, because I read it when I was a child, so I remember it a lot, but it's really sad. She's in year 9 and her two best friends, so Elly is in year 9 and her two best friends, Magda and Nadine, have both got boyfriends, and she met someone on holiday who she's lying and pretending he's her boyfriend, or like an image of him. And the way she talks to herself, it's so sad, but I also remember being that age and feeling like that, and just all the things she's saying about how fat she is, and she wishes she was a stone lighter, no, 2 stone lighter. And to begin with, I was like, it felt so awful, but then I remember feeling like that, and this is the point of Jacqueline Wilson. She writes these things because this is how young girls feel. So yeah, so it's a bit, but we'll get there. But yeah, there's only 2 hours and 4 minutes left, and I've checked to see if any of the others are on either of my audiobook platforms, and they're not, so I might buy it on, well, I might have a look on my Kindle first to see if they're on there for cheap, and if not, I might buy it on audio. So yeah, but yeah, I've done an hour and 50 minutes reading so far, so I'm feeling very pleased. I'm just hot and bothered now, so the next plan of the day is to finish Pizza Girl, and then we can start planning some reading for the rest of the weekend. But yeah, it's going well so far. I mean, I've finished a book and I've got 2 hours left of an audiobook and 90 pages, 80 pages left of this. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna sit down now and have a little read of this. Take my slippers off because my feet are sweating because I've been rushing around so much. Slippers off. I spent a little bit of time organising, oh, look, untidy. That looks, but no, you can't not see it. Just behind you, David, it's untidy in there, and I was trying to make it look as though we live in a dream home. No. We don't live in a dream home, we live in a room where the spare room is basically a storage unit. No, we're trying to be better about that, aren't we? That has got to go to the storage unit.
It will be.
Yeah. I've just spent a little bit of time arranging maybe some some Easter weekend outfits. I don't tend to do this very often, but like, I like to plan what I might wear for the weekend, or have a little look, and I've started following an amazing Instagram account called Where's My Money, as in Where's, W-E-A-R-S. You guessed it, it was a recommendation from my cousin Laura, and she shares a different sort of blog post every week about how to fashion midi skirts, colour combos and things like that, and I've been really enjoying having a look at those posts and recreating it with stuff out of my wardrobe. And that's where this little outfit came from. Barrel jeans and this shirt before it got an orange stain on it, and a tan belt. A tan belt just brings the mood up. I'm going to close that door so that we can't hear David hoovering. So yeah, so I just thought I'd maybe think about a few things that I wanted to wear this weekend. The weather is changeable. It's 15 degrees today, and I've been too warm in this, but the sun's been out. Tomorrow it's 16 degrees, but no sun out. I had hoped, because we're going to David's sister's tomorrow, to wear a new dress that's very sort of Rachel Green, isn't it? I love this. It's very 90s, the neckline, and then these buttons down here, and also the length of it. But I mean, we shall see. It would be nice to wear that, but we're not going around there till 4 o'clock. And like I said, 16, it's not exactly warm, but that you'll be seeing a lot of this summer. Also, I have this that I got last year, second hand. It's a kit redress. I only wore it once last year because I was doing the 100 different outfits. What was I calling it? 366 outfits, so a different outfit every day of the year. So I wore it when we went out for dinner one night in Whitstable when we were house sitting for my cousin Laura. It's hugely spring, isn't it? It's this sort of florally patterned, and I don't wear all that many florals, but I love the neckline on it, and yeah, it just sits very nicely. It's very heavy, so it hangs nicely, but again, might be too cold for this, so there we go. I've recently bought myself a couple of these little tank tops, knitted tank tops, because I think they're perfect for sort of spring and then maybe autumn into winter, because I can layer them up and pop. So I mean, I could have worn this, I wouldn't have needed to, I was too warm today, but like, that's cool, isn't it, with a big collar over the top of it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be getting a lot of wear out of those as well, but this one is fun. I've been getting into quite light colours, which is not, I mean, you can see I've spilled stuff down me. Then this was a purchase earlier this year, secondhand on Vinted. It's from Anthropology, and it's a midi skirt. I just felt like it's really sort of preppy. The stripes and the colours of the stripes. The mustard actually reminds me a little bit of when I used to work in Marks and Spencer's, because this was the colour that shirts that we used to wear. I think I'll probably pair that with, and I haven't had a thought yet, maybe like a sort of t-shirt, like a graphic tee or something. It's got this sort of creamy colour through, so I think white wouldn't quite go with it, but maybe I've got a few creamy colour t-shirts that maybe I could match with it, so that would maybe be worn. This is an outfit that is far too young for me, but I will have a lovely time wearing it. I might wear this Saturday when we've got friends around in the evening, because it's very sort of like, you can loll up on the sofa in it. This is a Adidas t-shirt, secondhand on Depop or Vinted, in leopard print. It's cropped, and I quite like a cropped item, and I was thinking of pairing them with these, which I also got secondhand but brand new on Vinted. These were originally £45, and I think I paid like £8 for them. High-waisted metallic pink, and I just think, like, this is so trashy, it's classy. Like, I love this so much, so I think I'll probably wear that on Saturday. And then the last one is a colour combo that I've just seen on this, on Where's My Money. It's this sort of blue with this sort of dark brown, which is definitely not a thing I would have paired together, but it just looks so good. This is a jumper that I got from Stitch Fix when that was going a couple of years ago. It's from Whistles. Again, would never have paid that much for a jumper, but got it from Whistles. It's going a bit bobbly now, sadly, but I'm going to really take good care of it and have a little de-bobble. It's just something, I don't own many expensive items of clothing, but when you do, you see like how well they're made, and just like little details, like the fact that this has got two little cuts at the front means it just sits really nice over trousers. I'm a tucker inner, but this one I always wear out. The funnel neck's really nice, it feels really nice, and that, it just goes gorgeous with this sort of like tan colour. And I really like these cords, with this sort of thin little like cord just around it. Yeah, and previously I think I would have relegated cords to autumn or winter, but when I saw that sort of spring colour, I was like, yes, get the cords out and wear those. And I have also got a pair of burgundy cords somewhere, which I can't find anywhere. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be wearing this weekend, hopefully. I might even pop them on Instagram. Easter outfits. But yeah, so David's just finished hoovering. I'm now going to go and hopefully try and finish Pizza Girl, because then I would like to get in the bath and start a book that I've been really excited about starting in the bath and starting tonight, because I feel like I could just sit and read it all night. My little vent has fallen down over there. I have to get, let's be realistic, my dad to have a look at it. Yeah, cool. And we've got to get some more reading done. This is a reading vlog, reading for 24 hours. She's not reading. Something else I'm going to do today. So this isn't a Friday reading vlog. If you've been here before, you may well have seen Friday reading vlogs, whereby I open with like a question and we think about that for the vlog, and close with a Easter poem. But one of the things that I do in the Friday reading vlogs is that we often go for a walk. I don't think that's going to happen this weekend. But I also cook a dinner on Friday night out of Jamie's 30-minute meal, so I've been working my way through, not working my way through, just sort of like picking which ones. And I thought, oh, it'd be a nice way to kick off Easter if David and I had a nice dinner out of here. So although it's not a Friday reading vlog, and although it's not even a Friday, we're going to have a nice dinner. And it's a fishy dinner because it's Good Friday tomorrow, and apparently everyone eats fish on Good Friday. So when we went to see the fishmonger today, who I love, she's just amazing. She's got a fish stall in a local garden centre, and every bit of fish I've had from her has been amazing. And David came today. He's never met her before, so it's very exciting. And we're having Swedish style fish cakes with roasted baby new potatoes, sprout salad, and a fresh zingy salsa. And David picked this, and he's very, very excited about it. And I am too. I've made this one before because it was folded over from a previous time, but I can't remember when. I just remember the fish cakes are really dense, because there's no sort of like potato or anything in it. It's just like pure fish, like embedded in a fish cake. So
no, there's no potato in it.
No, there are potatoes in it, but there's no potato in the fish cake. It's just, there's a little bit of bread.
Oh wow!
I hope you haven't touched those last 2 slices of bread, because I need them.
Yeah, I've just.
No, as in like you haven't eaten them. I don't mind you touching them.
No, but I was thinking I might have a slice of bread on Pecky's, so.
Don't. God, nothing is sacred in this house. Nothing. Can't put anything down. It might get eaten. So yeah, but that's what I'm going to make once I've had my bath. But It's 5:45 now. I'm going to really go and work hard on Pizza Girl, which I don't even know where it is. David's put it somewhere. I'm going to sit on the sofa and read that, maybe have a cup of tea, and just try and blast through that. And then I'll make this and listen to more of Girls in Love. I mean, there is a chance I could be finished with Girls in Love today. That would be incredible, but I've got 2 hours, 4 minutes left. I'll probably listen to a bit in the bath. I'll be listening to it when I'm cooking. Yeah, maybe. Right, anyway, onwards. I finished Pizza Girl. David was going as I was reading this. Oh, that pizza box looks so nice. David, you didn't put my threads back under the footstool. I might do some threads tonight. We're going to watch a film after. I mean, we're leaving everything a bit late, but we haven't got anything to be up for tomorrow, so we can have a late dinner and a late film and a late bath. It's 6:50, so I'm going to go and get in the bath. I will review this on my phone in the bath once I get there. It was fine. It's about a girl who worked in a pizza place who was pregnant and 18 and sort of not great relationship with her partner or her mother, and she becomes obsessed with someone who calls in to the pizzeria. Yeah, it was fine. There, just finished it now. And now I've been really looking forward to the thought of this, starting this in the bath. Oh God, no. You're just eating any old shit out of the cupboard now, aren't you? Yeah. Because he's really hungry and he's got at least 90 minutes until dinner.
Wow.
Oh well, it'll be lovely. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm very, very excited because I'm going to go and get in the bath and start The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read a few books by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and always had a nice time. I'm trying to find Malibu, that was one of them, Malibu Rising. I mean, a few. I can't think of any more apart from that one. Oh, Daisy Jones and the Six, of course. But yeah, I think this is the first one of hers. So yeah, I'm excited about going to get in the bath and read this. Yeah, I've read for 2 hours and 53 minutes so far, which is great. Oh, he's laying the table. He's not even having dinner for ages yet.
Well, because you'll be in the bath when you're cooking, so...
I won't be in the bath while I'm cooking.
Why not?
I just don't do that sort of thing. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm excited about reading this. Oh, let me take a photo so I can wrap this up in the... Oh! Right, back to it. Put a bit of audiobook on while I'm getting ready for the bath. Play.
I think of doing it with a dream, Dan.
I have read so far for 3.5 hours. Isn't that fantastic? That is much, much more than I thought. I thought I'd get like 2 hours done today. Yeah, and I'm about to probably, if I'm being realistic, thinking about it, read for like another hour. Because I'm going to make dinner and listen to the audiobook. And that's a 30-minute meal, but it always takes me more than 30 minutes, and then I always read before I go to bed. So although David and I are going to be, oh, a little bit of dead mint there. Although not dead, I could probably use that. There we go. David and I are going to be watching a film. I've forgotten what it's called. I think it might be called Here. It's got Tom Hanks in it, and it's all set from one shot. Yeah, we'll see how it is. Here? Is it called Here, David? It is called Here. So yeah, we'll be taking a break to do that, but then I'll be reading again. So I'm going to now make my Swedish style fish cakes with roasted baby new potatoes, sprout salad and fresh zingy salsa. Sadly, they didn't have any alfalfa type like sprouting stuff that goes in salads, which I always remember that particular Tesco always having loads of stuff like that, so that is disappointing. But we carry on. So I need 500 grams of baby new potatoes, half a lemon. God, the fish in there smells amazing. A small bunch of mixed fresh herbs such as thyme and rosemary. I've got both of those things. I've got a little roasting bunch, which always saves you a bit of money if you need both thyme, rosemary or sage. They're already in there. I mean, what would save me even more money is going to my mum and dad's house who grow thyme, sage and rosemary. Take a couple of sprigs of that. And a couple of sprigs of thyme. I need thyme tomorrow as well. Oh my god, thyme might be my fave. What's your favourite herb? God, two slices of stale or crunchy bread, crusty bread. We've just got 2 slices of bread. I don't think it is stale. Then the salmon fillets, the haddock and the tuna. So there's the salmon and the haddock. And then I had to get the tuna from Tesco because she just sold out of tuna. But I did have a little chat with her today and she said going forward, if there's anything I want, rather than just turn up and hope she's got it, if I message her, she can either order it in for me or put aside some for me. So I will definitely be doing that. Another lemon. A small bunch of fresh flat leaf parsley. We don't do that. We don't do parsley in this house. 1 clove of garlic. Come on, 1 clove of garlic. God. The 1 clove I wanted, it took me ages to break it off. 1 clove of garlic. Someone commented on one of the Friday reading vlogs saying they get really stressed out that I leave the fridge open the whole time because they'd always been told as a child, close the fridge, close the fridge. Well, I tell you what, I'd always been told as a child, close the fridge, and here I am being a rebel. Salsa is spring onions. Oh bum, I don't think I've got enough tomatoes. I've got some in here. Some, they are not going to be used. They are beyond. And I'm quite a fan of getting a tomato to the very point of no return. There we go, we've got 3 there, that'll do. But that was beyond. Tomatoes, they haven't been very good buying tomatoes if I'm honest. They've never really got going. Right, okay, red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar. Put that there. Half a cucumber. 1 yellow pepper, 1 red pepper. Oh, and the top's fallen out for that. 2 limes. I think there already might be a lime in the fridge. Yeah, there is. We'll use that one because I love that one longer. 2 limes. A small bunch of fresh basil. Guys, guess what? The basil's still alive. It's thriving, in fact, I would say. I'm frightened to say it's thriving, but when I cook with it, that's when it gets watered. Yeah, it is. And the bits that I've picked off, it's definitely growing even though I've picked bits off, so hurrah for me. Then the salad is 100 grams of alfalfa or radish sprouts, but I didn't have that, so I've just in fact got 2 bits of cress for that. Then the mint, which I also had to buy one of these because they didn't have a pack of mint, so we're going to see if I can make my mint thrive in the same way that my basil's thriving. 2 ripe avocados. These are the ripest, but they feel okay. And another lemon. So there we go. Right. There's a lot of ingredients for fish cakes. Also, when I was visiting the fishmonger today, she said they do a special sort of fish pie fish cakes, which I would definitely try out from her in future. But yeah, I think now we're going to go back to listening to some more audiobook and making dinner. And I'll see you with dinner. And let me just tell you how much audiobook I've got left, because it's not that much. It's 1 hour and 34 minutes. So, like I said, I could have this done today. And then I can crack on with the next one tomorrow. I'm enjoying it a lot. Right, let's go. 1940 we're starting again.
9 parties.
looks lovely. And here we are. Well, maybe not eating a dinner for 4, but a dinner for 3 between 2 of us. I've saved some potatoes and 1 fish cake, but yeah, it looks really nice. The salads and stuff are outside, but yum, yum, yum. So I'll meet you out there with the salads and gear. You excited for it, David?
I am.
So here they are, a fish cake and a half and the roasted potatoes. Then this is a sprout salad, and this is where we keep the spoon. This is a salsa. I think it's going to be bloody delicious.
Agreed.
And we're about to start watching
Here.
Here. Oh my god. Those fish cakes, I think that's not the best dinner, but those fish cakes are the best thing I've made. They were delicious. They're really like dense because it's all fish and no trousers. I tell you what's not good though, this film, innit?
Oh, it's awful.
We're 20 minutes in, we've got an hour and 20 minutes left. How long do we give it?
Oh, it's definitely, I think it's just under 2 hours.
The premise is that this is all shot from one shot, and this house that has been built on this piece of land.
Got an hour and 20 to go.
And we're seeing the different families that have lived in this house over the time periods, but also it started like in the dinosaur times. I'll say the prehistoric and things like that. So, and then we've seen a little bit of sort of like native people.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, literally like 40 seconds. But the acting is terrible. From people who aren't terrible actors either, like Paul Bettany. He's just doing he's really like hamming it up, isn't he?
And it's just the overall like look of it.
Yeah, it looks...
Like,
David made a very good observation. He said it feels like you're at Disneyland and you're watching like the setup to a ride. Like they're giving you the background. Like a pre-ride experience or something, or you're getting that. And yeah, I mean, it's got some great... It's got Ophelia Lovibond in it, who I really love. It's got Wolfie from The In-Betweeners. It's got, like I said, Paul Bettany, Tom Hanks. He's quite involved with it, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
And I think Tom Hanks' son is in it at one point as well.
Yeah, and I can't remember who Tom Hanks' wife is. Is it...
Oh, we've had this conversation before and we couldn't think of her name.
I feel like it's the woman in Severance. Mrs... What's her face? Who got the sack?
Patricia Arquette?
Yeah, it might be her. I'm not sure.
I don't know that it is.
It might not be. For some reason I've got Patricia
We had this...
Arquette
you know where this is coming
mind.
from? This is coming from... We had that pub quiz, didn't we? And it had couples, famous couples, and half of the face was one person in that couple and the other half was the other person in that couple, and one of them was Tom Hanks, and we didn't know what his wife was called then, so let us learn it now. Go on.
Oh, it's Rita someone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's not Patricia Arquette then, because that's Patricia Arquette who plays Mrs. Cobell.
Yeah, I'm confused. No, I didn't think it was Patricia Arquette is Tom Hanks' wife.
Yeah, you were saying the person in Severance.
Yeah.
Who?
Is in his wife in this, not in real life. Yeah. No.
Anyway, at what point do we sack this off?
It's Rita Wilson is his wife.
Rita Wilson. At what point do we sack this off? Look at Wolfie in that stance, David.
I know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I know David's just desperate to watch another episode of Joe and Stacey.
True. I mean, but it is holiday time now, so we're not... You like to go to bed after midnight on holidays.
It's holiday time. Yeah, but...
Oh, look at your lighting.
What I'm saying is... how long do we want to give this before we think, let's not bother? Because it's all good and well saying we can go to bed past midnight, but we can go to bed past midnight and not watch this.
That is true.
Let's give it...
10 more minutes.
Oh, I was going to say let's give it until it's got an hour left. So let's give it 20 more minutes.
Oh, so I feel like if we an hour left, then we might as well watch it.
Yeah, that's what I do think. Okay, let's give it 10 more minutes and we'll report back. Go. We are giving up on the film. How long through it did we get, David?
About 37
So we did
minutes.
give it another 10 minutes. But David said before we'd even got to the end of that 10 minutes, I'd like to give this up. So yeah.
I think, do you know what? If it was an hour and a half, I'd probably say...
It's only an hour and 41, isn't it? Oh, 40.
45?
Yeah. I don't think we should watch it. It's rubbish.
No.
Oh dear, that's a shame. But that means I can go and clean the kitchen now.
Oh, okay, you don't want to go straight into Joe and Stacey?
David's very into... Is it called Joe and Stacey or Stacey and Joe?
Stacey and Joe.
Stacey, Joe and Stacey, whoever. Go on then, pop that on and then I'll clean up after.
Or would you rather clean up and then watch Joe and Stacey?
No, I still feel a bit full, so let's watch a bit of Stacey and Joe. He's very excited. I'm going to tidy up the kitchen, which literally never happens. David is the tidier in this house, but nothing to do with me wanting to listen to my audiobook, and all to do with me wanting to be a lovely wife. I'm going to do tidying up. Look how much I'm so pleased with my basil. Can she keep it alive for a little bit longer? I don't know if the mint's got quite as much life left in it. Although I remember mint just grows sort of everywhere. Didn't need all my lemons, did I? Wonder why I did need all those lemons. Right, let's get this audiobook back on. And let's get tidying. I've got 53 minutes left of this.
We're edging our way, trying to get
I'm
them to
listening
go.
whilst laying down.
Now we're staying,
It's lovely.
right? We've come to join the party.
That was great. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that I listened to the whole thing as well. Hold on, I've just got to mark that I've done 5 hours and 8 minutes of reading so far. Isn't that good? That's really good. And that we're not over yet because God, that was a 52-minute sesh. I am going to go to bed in a minute. I thought I was going to be able to stay up past midnight, but I do feel very, very tired. But I think what I'm going to do... Well, hold on, now I've got to work out 18 hours and 52 minutes left. Yeah, well done me. I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to read a bit more of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo. Hey, where have I gone? I'm back. I'm going to read a bit more of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo. But I also think, my Kindle is in the other room, I'm going to start the next Girls in Love book, which I think is called Girls Under Pressure. Because I'm going to read that one on my Kindle, and then I'm going to listen to the next 2 on audio. Girls in Love. Girls in Love. This will tell me what order they're in. Girls Under Pressure. So I'm going to read that one, and then I'm going to listen to Girls Out Late and Girls in Tears, and then I'm going to read Think Again, which is the adult novel that Jacqueline Wilson's written about these girls. It was just very enjoyable and sort of like it was published in 97, so very 90s in sort of references. There's a lot of talk in there about Wallace and Gromit, for instance, and like a lot of the bands they mention. And then I went into a bit of a sort of like whole of them talking about music they were listening to. Obviously it's written in 97, and they were saying, oh, and Dan didn't like any of the music we were listening to, any of the relevant music, but he really liked the music from the 70s that my dad likes. And then I was thinking about what that would be for us now, because I think of like the 80s as sort of like my parents' era of music. Well, that's like 40 years ago. so yeah, so the equivalent of someone listening to 70s music in the 90s is like me listening to noughties music now, which feels so relevant and current for me. So yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. So I should get, I mean, I would say I'd probably get to about 5.5 hours by the time I go to sleep, which is really good, because that means that, I mean, if I get to 6 hours, that means I've got 18 hours over foot. Let's do the sums. 18 divided by 4 is I've got to do 4.5 hours a day, which is really good. I mean, I've got more on tomorrow and Sunday than I realised, but yeah, that should make this an easy task. So Here we go. Right, okay. So I will probably see you tomorrow, and I'll give you an update in the morning as to how much I got up to. Oh, got to get the crumpets out because we're going to have eggy crumpets for breakfast. Well done, Lauren, for remembering. Good morning. Look at this hair. That's hair that's been in plaits for days, isn't it? I'm going to have a hair wash this morning and wash my hair and tame it a little for the Easter weekend. It's just before 9 o'clock. I've been up since just gone 8. I've had a little mini read. I've had a little bit more of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And before I went to bed last night, I started Girls Under Pressure on my Kindle. Only 6% of that, but it's a short one. But this morning, as I was sort of like getting a few bits together, and I've got to get David's Easter eggs out in a minute because the Easter bunny is bitten. I realised that it would have been nice, really. What I wish I'd done is continue to listen to the audiobooks of the Girls series, because I really had a lovely time doing that with that on in the background. So whilst I was doing a few little bits this morning, I was listening to an audiobook that I'm already listening to, and you may well have heard me talk about in last week's reading vlog, and that's the Boudica book, which I am pursuing. Boudica Dreaming the Eagle by Amanda Scott. I've now got 11 hours and 27 minutes left, so I am over halfway of it. I find it hard to tune in to the storyline, to be honest, and then I wondered if it was more of a... Look how much fluff I've got coming off my hair. I wondered if it was more of a me problem rather than a book problem, and then maybe I wasn't connecting with audiobooks as much as I thought I was. However, having listened to Girls in Love yesterday and absolutely loved it, I know that now not to be true, that I can very much connect with audiobooks. So I'll carry on with this, but I think once I've done Girls Under Pressure, I'll go back to the audiobook of the next one. Girls Out Late. I can't remember the next one. Girls Out Late, and there's one more. Hairy. Right, okay, so I think I'm going to go and get David's Easter eggs and say to him that the Easter bunny has been. David loves an Easter egg. And when I went to Tesco's to get him his Easter eggs, it was sort of a bit slim pickings, if I'm being honest, but I got him a few. Just because he just loves chocolate, that boy. Like, it's his favourite thing in the world. And at Christmas, whenever I'm asking him what he wants for Christmas, he's always like, chocolate, just get me some chocolate. I like chocolate. And for me, I would find chocolate as a bit of a sort of wasted present, because I'm fine about chocolate, but I'm not that mad on it. I think he might have got me a little Easter egg, which would be nice. Yeah, right, so anyway, stop talking, go and get the Easter eggs. Call David. We've just exchanged Easter gifts. David, would you like to come and show what you got for Easter from the Easter Bunny?
Always.
He's much more pleased than I thought he would be, so I'm delighted.
I've got eggs.
He's got eggs. Go on then, show your eggs. Crunchy. Cream egg. Bispa.
Bispa. Oh, I like bispas.
12.
Oh. And a cheeky little bar.
Little bar to make the budget up.
Thank you very much.
And I'm very excited because David got me some of my favouriteest bits.
And you know what?
What?
I'm over budget.
Are you?
Mm.
Oh, that is exact budget.
This is about £2 over.
Wow. Well, he got me two little, all from Marks and Spencer's. So he got me these, which are the dark chocolate covered sour cherries, which I love. Blonde chocolate caramelised pecans, which I love. These, which are extortionate, but the best nuts in town. Roasted and salted mixed nuts. God, it's making mine.
Your glands go.
I love the macadamias and the pecans.
She'll just eat all of them and then leave that.
Well,
rubbish.
I do eat the other stuff as well, but by the end, like, these are my nuts. I'm entitled to eat the macadamias and the pecans and leave the rest. I like the cashews as well, and the hazelnuts. But the almonds, they can do one.
Almonds are silly.
They're silly. And then lastly, David wanted to get me the, there's a jar of balsamic onions in Marks and Spencer's that God, I'm averaging sort of like 1 jar a week really, aren't I?
You're not far from it.
They're so good. I've just bought the stuff to make balsamic onions. I'll be making them today to take them round to David's sister's house. And you wanted to get me a jar of those, but they didn't have them. So he got me, which we've also been excited about, the old small batch soup that Marks and Spencer's do. This is the lobster bisque. My nan bought me the butternut squash one, which is in the cupboard. My dad loves the tomato one. He says it's lovely. There we go. So thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait to eat these. They're so overpriced, but they're so good. This is a lovely present. Thank you so much. Well
Thank
done.
you. Well done. Us.
I think David's going to make me a cup of tea now. Is that true?
Yeah, I can make you a cup of tea.
And would you see if the crumpets are defrosted?
Yeah.
Because we were going to have eggy crumpets, but if they're not defrosted, we'll just have to have toasted crumpets. And then I suppose I need to... Why was you telling Daphne she was naughty this morning?
I don't know.
I woke up and I heard you say, you're very naughty.
I don't think I said that.
Yes, she is.
Oh, no. Oh, it's because... Sorry, because she had the glass there.
That is naughty.
Mm.
But pretty
That's
too.
why you are very naughty, aren't you?
Come here, my pretty girl. Oh. Cuddles. Here we go. Cuddles, little baby.
Let's see how long they last. Predictions.
Mummy wants to groom you
Not very.
because you are very... Lots and lots of fluff. And the brush doesn't seem to be picking it up. You love a cuddle with Mummy, don't you?
Maybe one day she'll enjoy it more.
You never will.
Maybe when she's older and she wants more heat, like old people do.
Well, I'm trying to reduce the heat by grooming her and trying to get rid of her winter coat because it just doesn't get lifted by the brush. So I need to do this little...
Maybe we need to get a better brush.
I don't know, because it feels like these are sort of like hollow hairs that are trapped in. And they only really lift when I do like this soft pinching on her.
Oh, and she likes to be pinched.
It's not hurting her, it's just getting the fluff out.
Yeah. Look, I mean, she looks like she's quite liking it.
Are you liking it?
She's like...
Is it a spa day? Is it a spa day, my love? I've got to edit the video for All About the Archers, which is a podcast I do with some other Archers enthusiasts. We interviewed Wilf Scolding, who plays Chris Carter in The Archers, and that goes live tomorrow, but I haven't edited it, so I'm going to edit that today. And I also need to film a book haul, because I've got some books that need hauling. You're being such a good girl, Daphne. So I need to film that as well. There's loads coming out. I'm really grooming you good. So that's the plan. So I'll edit the video once I've had some breakfast, I think. Oh, no, that's enough. Look how much fluff.
Oh, wow, well done.
Oh, and more on me.
I bet.
I think she would have stayed. I think it was just the excitement of you coming back in the room just
Well, no, she can go back to the water.
upended her. Look at her trying to drink David's water.
Not trying.
Oh,
Succeeded.
she just loves to get her face in a glass.
And she loves that glass because it's
wide,
massive head.
a massive big microphone head in it. So yeah, so I think I will sit in bed with my new bits next to me, and I will read for a bit. Yeah, you do need to feed her. Oh, I didn't tell you how much I had read, did I? So overall, I'd read 3 hours 36, 5 hours 36 going into today, which is amazing because my sort of plan was to read 6 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So already, if I wanted to, I only needed to read 24 minutes today. That's not going to happen. I'm going to read more than 24 minutes. But yeah, I'm definitely ahead of schedule. Very, very pleased with myself. But let's read for a little bit. And then let's eat crumpets for a little bit. How are those crumpets looking?
Yeah, they're fine, bud.
What, we can do eggy crumpets with them?
Yeah.
Delicious, right. I'm going to read for a bit, then I'll make us some eggy crumpets. I brushed the frizz out, so it's feeling very dry. I'm just checking to see what the crumpets are like, because you can only really do eggy crumpets if they're fully defrosted. They are. So, this is an Elly Pear recipe, and you'll know that I've been mentioning Elly Pear quite a lot recently. This is out of her green cookbook. And speaking of cookbooks, I think I'm going to film a video on Monday, maybe Sunday, whereby I go through all my cookbooks and have a sort out what I'm going to give to the community library and what I'm going to keep, because I've got so many cookbooks and I don't have to be like super strict with myself. If I use them a little bit, I'll keep them, but there's some that I literally don't use at all that can definitely go. I can see that Vietnamese one up there, that can definitely go because I've got the vegetarian Vietnamese one and I'm more likely to use that. Midnight Chicken, Back to the Future, that can go. So yeah, so I think I'm going to film that. But I won't be getting rid of the cookbook that this is from. This is Green by Elly Pear, which is coincidentally right here. I've made this so many times I now know it off by heart. It's the jalapeno brined French toast crumpets. And yeah, you make like eggy, have you ever had eggy bread? I used to love eggy bread when I was younger. So you mix up egg and then you soak normally a slice of bread in it, but in this instance we're going to soak crumpets in it and it like absorbs it all and then we fry them off. But we also put in that brine, we also put in that egg, jalapeno juice, although, oh yeah, there we go.
I think we've got some.
Yeah, we have. And then I just do it with a few tomatoes and a little bit of coriander, and maybe a little bit of cheese. And it's lovely. David doesn't even like crumpets and he loves this. True?
True.
True as the day is blue and the sky is blue. So it's supposed to be sort of not as nice today, but it looks nice. So I'm going to make this whilst listening to the audiobook, and then we'll eat this. What do you want to do while we're eating? Is there something nice to watch? Like what? I'm going to do 3 eggs, because I think 2 won't quite soak them as I want them to be soaked. Right, let's crack on with this then, shall we? Crack, because it's eggs. Crack on. Haha. Going to watch, David?
Derry Girls.
Alexa, turn on Cozy Living Room. What episode of Derry Girls?
The last episode of series 1.
Oh, that is a good episode. Is that not the... That's not the school paper one, or it is the school paper one?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
This
Orla's talent show dance.
Look at that.
And it's the very emotional ending.
Oh, very emotional ending. Right, let's go into it then. I've got sweet and sour pickled pineapple on here as well. Oh, David has to do the tidying up from breakfast. Oh, my laptop's not even here. Alexa, turn the yellow corner.
If you do the tidying, I'll only have to do it again anyway, so...
Right, I'm going to edit this video, the Wilf Scolding interview, where we had a really good time. I will link it down below because it will be up by the time you're watching this. So something I asked the cast members of the Archers, and on the Archers website, which isn't very well updated or rarely updated, it gives a list of the things that the cast and the characters like, and one of the things it said, Chris Carter, who's Wilf's character, was a good laugh. And then we just had a we just kept harking back to the fact that it said he liked a good laugh. Yeah, which now, out of context, sounds not funny. But you had to be there, I suppose. Or that you could go and watch it if you like the Archers. I'm gonna go and get yeah, I'm gonna go and get my laptop and edit that, and then hopefully next time you see me, I'll be washed. And this hair, I look like a Cocker Spaniel, don't I? I'll be less Cocker Spaniel-y. Good Friday is popping off. Well, it's not popping off yet. What are you going to watch while I'm filming my video?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I have opted to go with David's t-shirt. This is a t-shirt David bought when we went to watch Sam Ryder a couple of years ago. Big optimistic boots. And I thought it went very well with this skirt, because I feel like this yellow is similar to that yellow and this blue is that blue. What do you think? Do you think it goes?
Yes.
And I've got quite a lot of eye makeup on, because when you put your first line on, if it goes wonky, you have to put another line on to straighten it. If that goes wonky, you just keep building on it until basically your whole eyelids are covered with eyeliner. I'm about to now film a book haul. So I'm putting the books down here, ready to film it. And that's going to be going up on Sunday, so that'll already be up. I'll link that down below if you'd be interested. Yeah. I'm going to get on with that. Just over 8 hours I've read for. So yeah, very good. 2 hours ahead of schedule for today, which is very, very good. Cool. Gonna do this now. Video filmed, and we're gonna leave in an hour. So I've got a good hour of sat here reading, which should bring me to, well, I've done just over 8 hours, so that should bring me up to almost 9 or 9 hours. And I've got my nuts that David bought me. I'm gonna enjoy some mixed nuts. I think what I'll do is I'll read to 100 pages of Evelyn Hugo, which is just 20 pages, and then I'm going to crack on with Girls Under Pressure, of which I'm like 20% through, 23% through, because I'd like that to be finished so I can start on the audiobook of the next one. Maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Cool, so that's the plan. Let's get the timer started. Let's get these nuts cracked. Oh, hold on, there's some WhatsApp messages. Let's read those before we get the timer started. It's my sister-in-law saying, please bring Tupperware if you want to take anything home. Also bring back Tupperware that is ours. You know who you are. We took Tupperware last time. The Tupperware... God, it's been ages since I filmed us in a car. We used to do this all the time, didn't we? The camera barely leaves the house now.
Yeah. Just how we like it.
We're on the way to David's sister's house. We've got Skippo, Phase 10, Flotsam, what's it called? Flotsam Fight,
Yeah.
and Love Letter. We were asked to take games, but we've taken those ones. We've played all of those before, apart from Love Letter. I always find Love Letter very hard to explain and easier to play. Do you?
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've made a little salad, and I've done some balsamic onions, and we've got some Tupperware to take some stuff home, because there will be leftovers. There always is leftovers. So yeah, we're on our way now. That's it really. We're listening to The Archers. Only got one episode to catch up on, although there'll be tonight's episode as well. But yeah. Big yawn. Easter has been done. We ate so much. We ate so much. But the balsamic onions and the salad went down very well, but there was lots and lots of lovely bits, and I just feel full to the brim now. But we're back in time for Gogglebox, so no reading as yet. Just want to show you what I got for Easter. I got umami pickled mushrooms, which I love. These, which I've never seen before, cinnamon swirl cookie bites. They look lovely. These crisps, the Brett's crisps are just top, aren't they? Pesto and mozzarella. And then David's mum made us both one of these, which has got lots of little eggs in it. I think I'm going to put some of those eggs on a cheesecake I'm going to make for Sunday. David, how full are you?
I'm pretty full.
I feel really, really full. Really,
What,
really.
so you don't want to crack your crisps open?
No, I do never want to crack the crisps open.
Never?
No, I will do it one day. I think I'm going to go and get in some pyjamas so that I'm not... Although this isn't particularly tight, but I want to take my knickers off. And I'm going to watch Gogglebox and then I'm going to go to bed and read. And hopefully finish Girls Under Pressure. Under Pressure. Boom, 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 boom. I missed you, Daphne, when I was out. I feel so full. Like comfortably full now. It's, oh my god, I feel so much later than that. It's 20 past 10. And I was thinking, am I going to be able to stay up and finish my book? But I absolutely am going to be able to stay up and finish my book. I'm 61% through. And I've only got 46 minutes left, so I absolutely can. Can I? As long as I don't fall asleep. I've done really well. I've read for 9 hours and 19 minutes. I mean, if I manage to stay awake to finish my book, which I'm really enjoying, then that'll be 10 hours. So I'll be way ahead of schedule, which is very good. Because by the end of tomorrow, I wanted to have read 12 hours, and that should be completely achievable. Yeah, we had a really nice time. David's sisters, just really full. Lots of leftovers for lunch tomorrow, which is lovely. And David's going out quite early, not super early, but like early enough to go to the supermarket so that he can get stuff for our friends who are coming round for a raclette dinner tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit. Oh, I've got to edit the video I filmed today. I filmed a book haul, so I've got to edit that and get that up and running. So yeah, and hopefully I can wear my nice sparkly pink trousers and my Adidas t-shirt so I can think I'm like 21 or something. 22 feels like a cool age. I mean 38 is a cool age. 38? Yeah, I'm 38. I'm 39 this year. Cool, right. Let's do a little bit more reading then. And I'll get that book done. Maybe I'll see you before I go to bed. Maybe I'll see you in the morning. I'll say I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you in the morning and then I can snuggle down and read. I'm really enjoying the Girls series, Girl Under Pressure. This one in particular has really been about... So I alluded to the fact that Ellie talks a bit about her weight and feeling sort of uncomfortable in her own body in Girls in Love. But this one, Girls Under Pressure, is definitely more about Ellie and some disordered eating she's having and some sort of like obsessions with some diets and exercise and that, and how that's being dealt with by the people around her and by Ellie herself. And that includes sort of like friends, family, like teacher. Yeah. It's interesting because it's still so relevant, even though it was written like, I think this one might be either late 90s or the early noughties. I'm really, really loving reconnecting with the girls and knowing that I've got an adult book of them to come as well. So in 97, I was 13 when it was the millennium. So in 97, when the first one came out, I would have been younger than the girls. I would have been, yeah, like 9, 10. But yeah, I really feel it. Makes me want to revisit all the Jacqueline Wilsons. Like, she did such a good job, like educating children on social issues and stuff like that. And then there's more Jacqueline. Like, then there's more to it. There's like little historical books and stuff like that. And yeah, great. Yeah, maybe that's something I need to think about for next year if I'd like to read all the Jacqueline Wilsons. I mean, there must be almost 100. Like really, like when I was younger, I remember there was a huge Jacqueline Wilson section in the library, like a shelf's worth. And I remember discovering them and reading them and just having a great time. And then moving to the teen section and finding the Girls in Love series. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about how much I love it and just get back to reading it because I'm having a lovely time. I'll see you in the morning. Night night. Morning. Morning, David.
Hi.
Morning, Daphne. Daphne chucked up her furball this morning. Was it very big and compacted?
It wasn't massive.
And she is shedding a lot at the moment because she's going from her winter coat to her summer coat. She's changing her winter wardrobe to her summer wardrobe. And welcome everybody to Easter Saturday. Easter Saturday, does that exist? It's a Saturday within the Easter weekend. It's a normal day, isn't it? There's no bank holidays or anything. Last night, I finished reading Girls Under Pressure, and I have read for in total 10 hours and 13 minutes, which is pretty good, but I have woke up quite late today. David, I haven't seen you in that t-shirt for ages.
No, I don't think I want to wear it either.
Doesn't want to wear it. I woke up at 8:30 and thought, 10 more minutes. And then it was 10:15. So it's now 10:15. David's just making me a cup of tea. He is going to Tesco's to get the stuff for tonight's dinner of raclette. And I'm going to make a Milka cheesecake both today and tomorrow. To take to my parents tomorrow and for us to have today. And I've also got to edit. Oh, you're not even getting showered. You're just doing yesterday's Nicky.
Yeah. I'll shower a bit later.
You'll shower later. Oh, excuse me. So, I'm going to have a little read. Edit the video I filmed yesterday. Have you fed Daphne? She's following you around like she doesn't know what to do.
Like I'm the best.
Like you're her mummy.
I am her mummy.
And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to... So I've now got the next Girls book by Jacqueline Wilson. I've got that on audio. So I'll be listening to that while I'm making the cheesecakes. That is called Girls Out Late. I'm going to continue with The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I'm 100 pages into. I'd like to get to 200 pages of this today. But we've got friends around from 6. I mean, that is 8 hours from now. Well, 7 hours and 45 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to sit and read this and drink my tea and take my tablet for the day. Then I'm going to go and have crumpets for breakfast. Have you had any breakfast, David?
No, not yet.
Are you going, I think, have a bit of crumpet or something?
No, I'm alright.
You'll be starving.
I'll be fine. Won't be long anymore.
Well, we told him.
The hustle and bustle to keep me going.
And what he really means is he can get home and have an Easter egg.
We've got a nice lunch.
We have got leftovers for lunch.
Leftovers for lunch. I'll tell you what, I'll have a bit of a ham.
He'll have a bit of ham. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on then with a bit of reading. I'll see you to make the cheesecakes. We'll start all this now.
Right, we love leftovers.
No, I do. I also love having leftovers in the fridge. Start 10:20. Late start today, guys. Thank you for my tea.
It's like it's Christmas. Right. I haven't really got measurements of everything, but... Right, so I'm going to go Tesco, and then Aldi, and then hopefully...
What are you going to Aldi for?
That's where I'm going to get the bratwurst from.
Oh, they do them in Aldi, do they?
Yeah, they do nice ones in Aldi.
Oh, ham!
Sorry.
I haven't eaten meat in 8 years, and now you've just breathed ham all over me.
Sorry.
Did you still have it in your mouth?
There was a little bit in my tooth.
Goodbye. David's back from... He had to go to 3 supermarkets. Tesco, Aldi and Morrison's. And he's got the stuff for tonight. And we're having a sort of like German themed, although raclette is Swiss. We've got a lot of sort of... We've also got Polish stuff because we've got pierogi as well. So, but David has decided that he's going to wear his lederhosen tonight, which I
hope it fits. I haven't worn it in since...
I'm very excited about seeing you in it because I've never seen you in it. I've only ever seen you in it once when you tried it on.
I don't know if it's going to fit. I think it's going to be tight.
And he's got a Find the Vinyl, which is the German. He's got a vinyl where it's all sort of like German beer songs or something. He thinks he might have 2. So we're going to do that. But we're just having leftovers for lunch from yesterday's Good Friday lunch, which was delicious. I've read over 200 pages of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Is I'm Pro City? Yes, it is on there.
Here we go. Oh, I didn't think this was the one. Beer drinking for singing and dancing, German beer drinking songs by Die Karl Ehrlich Band with chorus and audience. So yeah, we're going to listen to that this evening. You're quite excited, aren't you, David?
Yeah. Anything German I'm excited about.
Anything German. Is there another one? There is one. There's an Oktoberfest one as well. He's got another one. There's another one.
Does I'm probably sit on there?
That looks like Halloweeny. Oktoberfest. Vilglar and his orchestra. So yeah, we'll listen to those two tonight.
I'm just going to go and see if it fits.
Okay. So yes, I've read over 200 pages of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo now, so I'm over halfway through that. And I've started listening to the audiobook of Girls Out Late. It's just lovely. I'm only half hour into that. But I was thinking I might start another book, which is insane. But I normally have 4 books on the go at any one time, so this is quite unusual. I've still got another audiobook on the go, which is the Boudica one, which is taking ages to get through. But I was thinking I might start a library book because I've got loads of library books over there and they're all due back. And I was thinking maybe I'll start on Blob, a love story by Maggie Sue, which is about a woman who finds a sort of sentient blob when she's out one night and she brings it home and feeds it sort of sugary snacks and makes it watch telly. Hey, they fit. I thought they had like...
Yeah, there are straps as well, but it was more the trousers I was worried about.
Can we show you in them? Here he is.
And this is if you need a wee.
Oh, I bet that gets a bit wee-wee.
I think these could do with a bit of a clean though.
Oh,
like,
David.
No, it was
wipe down.
Just wiped down, just because they were never washed when I used them in Oktoberfest.
They're very cute. I can't wait for you to wear them. Are you going to wear the straps as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute. Yeah, it's about a woman who finds a sentient blob, takes it home, feeds it sugary and salty snacks. I like both those things. Like, lets it watch telly, and then she realises that she can mould it into her ideal man, and she makes it look like Ryan Gosling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's not a particularly long one. Oh, it's just under 250 pages. So yeah, I think I might start this at some point today. I'm also thinking, I mentioned yesterday, didn't I, about how I can see this big bit of burrata on the table and I'm very excited about it. How I said I was going to potentially unhaul some of my cookery books. It's quite a big job, so I'd like to film some of that maybe today, or if not today, then film some of it tomorrow, because I think it's more than a let's just do one video job. And I've also got to make that cheesecake as well. But I mean, it's 12:30 now. They're not coming till... Are they coming at 6, David?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, okay. Well, I guess the best thing to do now is to go and have a little bit of luncheon, despite only having had 2 crumpets 2 hours ago. And then I will make the cheesecakes, and then I think I'll get dressed. Because I do like to do as much as I possibly can in pyjamas until then I can get changed into my nice clothes for tonight. All of my pyjamas are either long sleeved. I don't like short pyjamas because when I'm sleeping I feel like they cut into my legs. So I only ever wear longs, I like legging pyjamas type things.
You like them thin?
I like them thin. But look, David, at this massive hole in my pyjamas.
That'd be nice for circulation.
And all my other pyjamas are long sleeve, and we're getting to I've still been wearing long sleeves, but we're definitely getting to the non-long sleeve situation of pyjamas. So I might have to treat myself to a pair of pyjamas, or at least a new pair of pyjama bottoms, and then I can wear t-shirts and stuff with them. Right, what are we going to watch while we're...
Should we watch it?
Oh, we can if you want, or we can watch Interior Design Masters.
Yes, fine. If we've got a decent... I thought if we had no decent replacement, then we would have watched it.
So, David and I have got quite into Casualty this year. And they put Casualty, the episode that goes up on a Saturday night, which we like to watch sort of live or on iPlayer afterwards, they put it up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I said to David, do you want to watch Casualty now? And he was just like, we can't watch it.
It's too early.
It's too early. But David's got 3 beers for tonight, so he was saying, oh yeah, maybe we'll watch it when they've gone. You won't be able to watch Casualty 3 beers after that.
Well, there won't be 3 beers, because they're not all for me.
No. Right. let's have some lunch. I'll show you the leftovers. I mean, it doesn't look very appetising, but leftovers is my favourite. So this is the salad I made yesterday. This is how much we had left over. Lots of juice in there. These are like
spicy for me.
Oh, these were so nice. They've got blue cheese in them. This was amazing. Oh, the only thing is I didn't bring any of the chutney home. That's a frittata. It's got like paneer and stuff in it. Then we've got some bread and some crackers, which will be... Oh, I'm going to go and get some pickles as well, David. Would you get some pickles, please?
Yeah.
And then that's David. Oh my God, there's so much ham in there.
Oh, it's not all ham.
Oh. Well, you can have some tonight, can you?
Yeah.
What's this cat doing?
I won't eat it all now.
Cool. So let's eat some leftovers.
Well, no, well.
It's cheesecake time! A lifetime ago, I used to work for a company called Pampered Chef, whereby we would go to people's houses as representatives of Pampered Chef and show them our products. It's different
mad that
now,
you used
isn't
to
it?
do that?
I know. That was before the YouTube channel. That was my career. That was my presenting outlet. And we had a whole host of recipes that we used to do at people's houses using our equipment. And we used to cook to show how sort of easy everything would be. And one of the things that I used to make, which was an absolute crowd pleaser, was a Toblerone cheesecake. And it's delicious. So I'm adapting it to make a Milka cheesecake because we're going a sort of Swiss, German, Polish theme tonight. Yeah. So the first thing you need to do, and I thought I would show you sort of how easy it really is, because you can do this with any chocolate or anything, is make the base. And this particular base I'm making out of bourbon biscuits and a bit of melted butter. That's just the end of that. So you need about 200 grams. These packets are 296 grams. So I'm going to blitz, in fact I'm going to blitz the whole lot up because I'm making another one of these tomorrow to take to my parents' house. So I'm just going to blitz them up in the old Ninja. Pardon? Oh, is she? She likes the texture, doesn't she? Oh, that's not going to go down. Right, okay. It's going to be loud now, guys. God, that was done absolutely instantly. And that's made breadcrumbs out of this. Now I need to melt this in the microwave. I'll do it in a mug. I'll do it in a mug, lads. I'll do it in my Call the Midwife mug, which is a favourite mug of mine. My friend Emma got it for me from a charity shop for 50p, and it's a good small little mug. So I'm going to put enough of that in there so that it's going to coat the bottom. Yeah, that's enough. And then I'm going to mix that with the butter. And then I'm going to set that for a bit whilst I make. So I need somewhere to put these guys. Wait, maybe here. Good old takeaway pots. So I'm going to put the rest of the quums in there, ready for tomorrow's. Oh, they're not going to fit. I'll put them first in there. To make the other cheesecake tomorrow.
Right, just letting you know I've got headphones on.
Okay, my love, what are you doing?
I'm going to take all of the washing off the areas.
Oh, good idea. That's a crumb for tomorrow. Because I've only got one of these big spring-form tins. So that's why I can't make both now. Let's see how my butter's getting on. No. No. I'll pour what I've done so far into there. Keep going, keep going. And then we'll give it a mix up with a big spoon. I'm doing my spill now, but this one's a really good one because it's got glass on the bottom. So when you finish making whatever you're making in this, cheesecakes normally, you can cut directly onto it and you're not taking off any of that non-stick. And also because it releases it, I'm not going to release it now, but it releases it, so you've already got something to serve it on. Anyway, they don't make them anymore, so... Oh! Excuse you, butter. There we go. That's the glass it's making a noise up against. And then once you've stirred it into the bourbon biscuits, do you know what? I should be showing you this, shouldn't I, rather than showing you my face. Once you've stirred this all in, you've made it a little bit wetter, you get the end of a rolling pin and you just make it flat all the way around. I think I might need a little bit more melted butter in this. I think I do. Get back your mug. Get back a bit more butter. I wish I could give you the measurements for it, but I'm just sort of like making it up as I go along, to be honest. So I can't. Back in the micro. Bless you! Yeah, I'm going to need to mix that a little bit more, but I will still use it. In the meantime, I'm going to break up my milker into bits and put them into a microwave cooker. I'm going to try a bit of this first, obviously. Lovely. Oh my god, it really is lovely. I'll break it up and put it into here. That's not quite melted. Yeah, already I can tell that's going to be much better. There we go. Washed, I won't show you any of those guys, and about to see if I fit into my young person's outfit. David's wearing these where Daphne's been sleeping on them. Don't know where Daphne is actually. We had the Hoover out, so she's probably hiding. Cool, right, I'm going to put my young person's outfit on and see how that looks. Ready, steady. I can't get my glasses on with the headband on, so the headband's not staying for the time being. But I'm in it. David says that I look very German Europop, so, and it's a German, Polish, Swiss night, so yeah, I'm gonna take the headband off for the time being, just because I can't wear my glasses while I've got that on. And yeah, I think I better go and do a little bit more reading, because I've only just done, well, I mean, I say only, I'm ahead of schedule. I've done 12 hours and 22 minutes, and the deal was that I wanted to be at 12 hours by the end of the day, so I'm gonna go and check that David's okay. It's nearly 3 o'clock, so we've got 3 hours till people arrive, but we'll need to start getting stuff ready from about 5. So yeah, 2 hours really of reading. I can't get into the kitchen because David's in there, so I can't do any cookbook stuff like I'd hoped to. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check on David and then read. I'm gonna start Blob. Blob, blob, blob. The raclette is out. It's not plugged in. It gets really hot. This is a different raclette. Normally the one we've used when we've been with friends is a long one. This one you've got, it's very cute. You've got your little paddle. You put your veg or potatoes or meat if you're that way inclined. Layer it with a slice of cheese. Pop it under there for it to cook. Should have shown you. Pop it under there for it to cook. And then, because they're very non-stick, you bit off. And it's lovely. And then also this, you can put things on top of that. So David's thinking of putting some onions and peppers and stuff on top of there. Oh yeah. I've got about an hour before people arrive, so David's just chopping. And I'm stood in my sparkly trousers, shiny trousers where there's nowhere for the sweat to go.
Pierogies, but they have meat in, doesn't specify what meat.
It just
but
says
we do
meat.
often have, we do often have.
Friends have gone home. It's just gone 11. It was a lovely night. The raclette was a big success. So I'm glad we didn't get rid of it. Ow. Lots of boiled potatoes, and I had vegetarian sausages and they had bratwurst and some veg and pickles and things like that. Nice. Then we played Love Letter. Second time. What, baby? Second time we played Love Letter this weekend. And movies Tension, which was long and a bit boring. But yeah, they've just left. And David sort of tempted me with let's watch Casualty, and then has now said he doesn't think he can handle the full whack, seeing as it's 11 o'clock. So we'll watch that in the morning, I think. No! That was Daphne just attacking my legs, if you were wondering. And she's back here again, ready to attack more. Where's she going? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm now going to get changed into my jammies and read for a bit in bed. Really, I should be listening to my audiobook now, because I'd like to read a little bit more of Blob. Listen to a lot more of... I don't think I need to wash these, because they're not like... I mean, I've worn them indoors, so I'm not washing them today anyway, but yeah, there we go. I've just only got my knickers on now. Boop, boop, boop. Cheesecake was a great success. I think I'll see you when I'm in bed. I need to take my makeup off as well. Oh, Ella, I was going to say morning then. It's not the morning. I'm in bed. I've brushed my teeth and had a cup of tea and taken my tablets. Listened to my audiobook whilst I was doing those bits and read a little bit more of Blob. And I've now read just over 14 hours. So it's going very well. Which means I've read 14 hours and 4 minutes, which means I've got less than 10 hours to read the whole weekend, which is very good. So if I split that up, that's 5 hours tomorrow and 5 hours on Monday. So yeah, feeling pretty pleased. I think we've got to be at my parents' for like 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon though. David? Yeah? Did we say 1 o'clock tomorrow?
I didn't say anything.
I said it, didn't I? But then have I read that? 1 o'clock? 2-ish. It's 2-ish. So that's fine. So I could get a good whack done, but chances are we're going to be there quite a long time. Obviously we've got to watch Casualty in the morning. My thing just ran out of battery, so I had to go and find my battery desperately. I think I was about to say, I'll see you in the morning, but I didn't want to cut it off at that. I've got a spot, you know, you get a spot right under a nostril, and it's agony. Yeah, that. I'm enjoying Blob. I'm enjoying both my books, all 3 of my books. Blob, 7 Husbands of Evelyn, Hugo, and Girls Out Late. They're all just such, they're really page turners, the lot of them. Like, it's a pleasure to pick all 3 of these up and return to them. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time. And I think my story graph is going to reflect what wonderful time I'm having, both with the star ratings and also how much reading I'm getting done. It's lovely. It's really nice to read for such a long time. But yeah, I think I'm now going to lay down. It's 20 to 12. I'm going to try and go until 12. What's your plan, Bebe? Are you just in there?
Yeah, I'm just in here.
Are you reading or are you just chilling?
Just chilling.
I love you.
Love you.
and I'll see you all in the morning. And I don't think it will be as late a morning as it was yesterday, because I want to get more reading done. Because I'd like to be at, we'll do 5 hours tomorrow. Well, realistically, I'd like to be at sort of 17 hours before I go to my mum and dad's. Is that achievable? Maybe, but yeah, we'll do a little bit more reading tonight and see what happens. So I'll see you in the morning. Night night. Good morning. Happy Easter. I mean, I've been saying Happy Easter all weekend. You coming out? But I suppose Sunday is the Happy Easter. However, the Easter presents have already been delivered, haven't they, Dap? Did you get anything for Easter? No, because you're cheeky and all you do is bite, bite, bite. You had a little bite this morning, haven't you? Yes, you have. We're off to my mum's for dinner today, 2 o'clock. And I've got to make a cheesecake before then. But David's been up for a while. He's watching the Sam Fender set from Coachella. And I'm about to do a good bit of reading. I got to 14 hours 37 minutes last night, so I've got less than 10 hours to do between today and tomorrow. So yeah, but definitely less time than yesterday and the day before, because we're going to my parents for 2, and previously, and we'll probably be there all day. And you're so pretty, aren't you? And previous Easter plans have involved getting somewhere for 4 or having people around for 6. So yeah, and I imagine we'll be there for a long time. But then tomorrow we've got nothing planned apart from maybe rearranging the lounge. And I'd really like to have a bath tomorrow. You are molting so much, my malty girl. Molt. So yeah, so whatever I don't get done today. I'd like to get 5 hours done today and bring me down to... No, would I want to... Yeah, because then that would be less than 5 hours tomorrow. But we shall see. But I'm going to crack on with a bit of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo whilst David makes me a cup of tea, and I'll eat my tablets. I'll take my tablets, eat my tablets. No, no, no. And then we're going to have crumpets and watch Casualty. Then I've got to decide what to wear because it doesn't look very warm out there. I wish you could come, but the dog would eat you. We don't want that, do we? That's not very Eastery. Who's that out there? Who's that? Making a cup of tea. Who is it? Right, oh God, there's so much fluff everywhere because she's molting. Here we go. Oh no, I've got to write it down. Casualty! 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 We love Casualty, don't we, David? Mm-hmm. What do you think we like about it so much? Alexa, turn on Cozy Living Room. What do you like about Casualty so much, David?
Don't know, I just really like it.
We just really like it. Mum out on crumpets. Casualty. Could this be any better? No? Couldn't, could it?
I mean, I might even have a bit chocky after mid-toast.
I might have a little bit chocky after mid-toast. Because it is Easter.
Because it is Easter.
Cool. Okay, we're going to watch Casualty and then more reading. Well, more listening to me audio, but while I make the cheesecake. I've got to go and pick my nan up now because David's offered to do that. David's very fond of my nan.
Oh, very funny, your nan.
She's just a silly old nan. David loves her.
Is. I do love her. I just want to make sure she's alright as well.
I know you do. You're hoping she would have got you an Easter present. She won't have got you an Easter present.
No.
It's alright, Nan.
Mm. Is that for me?
Is that for me? Coming to collect you. Right, put it on. Episode 6 of Internal Affairs. Go on then.
Alright.
Excited.
I can only give you advice, and I'd say...
He's a creep reader. Leave him.
All those surgeons are creeps.
Like tooth in the nail to make sure you get what you need.
Yeah, there's something going on there, isn't there?
What she did to you. It's done.
Casualty watched. It was a very good episode. Now I'm just packing away the breakfast things before I make the cheesecake. And then, by which point it'll probably be time to get ready and go and pick my nan up. So, I'm going to listen to more of my audiobook whilst... Good old vinegar. I'm going to listen to more of my audiobook. And hopefully get my hours up a little bit more whilst creating the cheesecake, and then I'll get ready. Do I fancy a roast dinner today? I don't know if I do. I'm not a massive roast dinner lover. Oh, bugger! David, I forgot to get the haggis out.
Oh.
I mean, we'll get it out now.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be defrosted in time, is it? I've got two. So this is my we've had, which is the Simon Howie one. But we've got a McQueen one in Waitrose. Get the McSween one out. Scotland's most loved, apparently. Doesn't sound like that's going to be defrosted in 3 hours, does it? How long does it say it needs to be defrosted in? Doesn't say. It also doesn't. Whoa! Defrost first if frozen. Oh, you just microwave it again. Okay. Hopefully. Right. Let's make this, and let's listen to more audiobook. 11:23 we're starting. Oh, what to turn it all around.
It's hard knowing how to start kissing in broad daylight, especially as there are several...
I'm dressed for Easter. I've gone for this and Other Stories top that I got from Vinted. I'm very in love with it. Do you know what? I've never entertained a square neck, but isn't that nice on me?
Yes.
And these trousers, which are like brown cords, which, like I previously said, I just thought they were winter autumn ones, but I really like them. And I've put this belt with them, and I like the little, what do you think of the little slits at the bottom?
Yeah.
They're quite 90s.
Sleazy.
Anyway, I'm going to pop my headphones in. God, the state of this table with all the wax and everything on it. I'll pop my headphones in and go and water the plants at my office. Because I was supposed to do it yesterday and I didn't. So I'm going to go and do that now and hopefully save their lives. But I can listen to the audiobook while that's going on. And then when I get back, oh, those daffodils, they were so alive yesterday and now they're dead, dead.
Is there water in them?
Yeah, it's loads of water. They've obviously just not lasted the
Dead.
evening. Yeah, and then when I get back, David's going to get in the shower. I'm going to read a little bit of Evelyn Hugo. And by that point, it might be time to go and get my nan.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you just having a nice time sitting down? Look at your little head in the corner of that thing, David. Do you like me down there? You look like the time of the video.
Is it, don't know.
It's recognising your face. It's got a little square around it. The only other thing I was thinking of doing before we go, but I think reading maybe is more important because I'm a little bit further behind than I have been previous days, is filming a little bit of my cookbook unhaul that I keep promising. But I potentially could do that on Tuesday. I'm off work on Tuesday, so I could do that.
I'll get you off work on Tuesday.
Yeah. Cool, right, okay. Let's pop these headphones in and let's pop and do some washing.
Pop and lock.
Watering. David was just very cutely giving Daphne some treats. Cheesy tweets they are. Anyway, jumper on because it's a bit cold outside. I finished Girls Out Late. I very much enjoyed it. I did enjoy, look, it's still 4-star. I gave Girls Under Pressure 4.5 stars. But yeah, I still very much enjoyed it. Oh, this jumper with these trousers. It's bloody gorgeous. Look at that. As a colour combo. Ow, I just itched my ear. I'm now going to drop some books off at the library. It's not open, we've got to put them through the slot. Pick up my nan. Are you taking some beer skis? That's a good idea, not percentage. Did Stuart buy those in the first place?
I think so.
Oh.
Or maybe somebody else said maybe.
I'm going to take my sunglasses because I've got my red glasses in the car, so I'm going to wear those. And then we're going to my parents for the afternoon. I'm not even going to take you with me because it'd be family time, wouldn't it?
Family time.
Probably take some photos and put them on Instagram.
Does it say it's not 100% family time?
It's family time, but it's not filming family time.
About 90%.
It's, yeah. I think we need to put them in, but I will feedback about how the haggis was, if I remember. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. Right, let's get on our way then, so see you when we're back. I've read 17 hours and something minutes, so I've got like over 8 hours to go. Over 6 hours to go. Over 6 hours to go. So I'm still not where I need to be. I need to be over 6 hours by the end of today, which I should be doing. Anyway. Bye Daphne, I love you. I wish you could come. Home! It was a late one. It's now, we should get a clock in here, 10 to 9. And I'm going to go and treat myself to a lovely Easter Sunday evening bath. I was saying to David, it's too late for a bath. But then I realised that a lot of people have their baths later on in the evening. David and I are just early bathers. Daphne really wants her dinner. Roast dinner, lots of desserts. Played some rummy cub, played Cobra Paw, played Flotsam Fight, played Blockers. You're such a pretty girl. Yeah, and now I was coming home thinking, oh, let's watch something good on telly. Look at her. Nothing good on telly. Absolutely nothing good on telly. So gonna go and have a lovely bath, read bit more of Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm up to page 268, so yeah, so I'll read, maybe get to page 300 in the bath, and also start listening to Girls in Tears, which is the next, yeah, which I don't think I've ever read. I've remembered points of, I remembered Girls Under Pressure, and I remember that being about Nadine getting a modelling job and Elly in her way. Ow! And then I also remembered Girls Out Late, because I remembered them going to the concert and lying to their parents and stuff. But Girls in Tears, I cannot think at all what that would be like. And also, Jen Campbell's just messaged me on Instagram to say that in the new book, Jacqueline Wilson has misremembered Mr. Wilson's name and called him Gary instead of Guy, which is funny. So yeah, so this one's a shorter one. It's 3 hours and 41 minutes. And I reckon I'm going to listen to it a little bit sped up, just so I can get it done this weekend. And I'll definitely get that done by tomorrow. So hopefully, hello David. Is that your dinner? Hopefully by tomorrow, definitely by tomorrow, I would have finished The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, finished Blob, and finished Girls in Tears, and I would have started Think Again, which I'm really, really excited to start reading. And then come Tuesday, when this vlog is over, I need to start thinking about my Patreon book club book and my choir book club book. And that'll be good. Right. Let's go and have a bath. Are you getting in after me, David?
Oh, most certainly I
Will you
am.
bring me a nice cup of tea?
Oh.
Oh. Why?
You can.
Why don't you want to bring me a nice cup of tea?
Oh, 'cause I'm just very lazy.
I know, we're all very lazy. But you're very pretty.
I am.
I'll see you when I'm out of the bath. And I'll let you know. Oh, and I've read for 17 hours and 7 minutes. So hopefully, when I'm speaking to you, I would have read for 18 hours, because that's where I wanted to be at the end of today. So yeah, so if I've read for 18 hours, I mean, hopefully by the end of today I'll be at 19 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna go and do that now. I'm bathed, and I have achieved the target. I mean, it's 10 to 10, and I've just got to 18 hours. So yeah, I did know today would be probably the troublesome day, because I knew we were going early and we wouldn't be back till a bit later. But yeah, I mean, there's still 2 hours-ish of the day left, so I could get another hour in. I mean, I could get another 2 hours in if I really went for it. But we shall see. I got to page 306 of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I kept trying to think what this was reminding me of, and it really, really reminds me of Jackie Collins novels. I was quite into Jackie Collins novels. That's not a slur either, I'm not being unkind, but Jackie Collins novels were often about sort of the main character was a female character who was involved in sort of show business or at the top of her field in some way. So it might be like that she was an amazing actress, as is the case here, or like a horse rider or a model or something like that. And in the particular cases of the ones where the main character was an actor, there'd be all of these sort of like films that would be described with really naff titles. And I'm getting this because we're hearing a lot about all the films that Evelyn Hugo and the people around her have been involved in over the course of the year. And occasionally it'll be like, so there's talk of a Little Women remake and a Lady Macbeth remake and things like that. But sometimes they've got such rubbish, like 3 AM and stuff like that, the titles, and that's what reminds me of it. But yeah, I'm having a fun time with this. It's very, very readable. It's exactly what I wanted for this weekend. And I've got, well, I'm on page 309 rather, and it's 385 pages long, so I've got about 75 pages of this finished, so to finish. So I have stopped that because I stopped reading it when I got out of the bath, and then I picked up Blob again just because I didn't want to neglect the Blob. And the Blob is an actual person in this book, an actual character in the book, let's say. And I'm up to page 88 of that. So, I mean, maybe I will read to page 100, or just the chapter which finishes after 100, which is 105. And then maybe return to Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then get that finished before I go back to any more Blob. But yeah, so I'm listening to Girls in Tears. Haven't listened to that much of it. Let's have a look and see how much of it I've listened to. Oh, half hour. And we've already had some tears, so it's very apt of the name. So yeah, David's in the bath now. I've had a cup of tea. Try not to drink too much tea late at night now, because otherwise I'm just weeing all night long. So I'll wait for David to get out of the bath. I'll read a bit more, wait for David to get out of the bath, and then maybe go to bed and read a bit more of Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So yeah, I do enjoy doing these reading sessions, but I always do worry about neglecting David a little bit. Although we've been at my family's all day, and there have been times where, and we had friends around last night, and we were at his sister's on Friday. So maybe I haven't neglected him as much as I thought I would. So yeah. The only other book I think that I'll get round to starting in this reading vlog tomorrow, hopefully, is Think Again, the Jacqueline Wilson book, which is the adult sequel to these girls' books, which I'm really liking. Although I guess maybe if I finish Seven Husbands, no, I probably won't start either a physical book, because that's on my Kindle, the Think Again. I probably won't start a physical book or a library book, because I'm gonna have book club books to read come Tuesday. So maybe once I finish those two, I'll just focus on the Jacqueline Wilson book. So yeah, but maybe I'll start, oh well, I've still got the Boudica book that I'm hoping to finish as well, but not, I won't get that finished this time. Anyway, I'll stop extrapolating, is that what I mean? And I'll get on with a bit more reading. Yeah. I'll see you when I'm in bed. Hello. In bed, toothbrushed. Teeth. Skincare done. Dappy on the bedside table, being very cute. And I've read for 18 hours and 46 minutes. I sat on the sofa for about an hour and read while David was in the bath. I felt a bit bad, because then when David got out of the bath, I was like, right, I think I'm going to go to bed now, but he's going to watch something on telly. It's 5 to 11. And I've got to page 338 in Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I've got about, well, less than 50 pages. I mean, I could maybe finish this tonight. We'll see how it goes. If I'm dropping off, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. I mean, I should get to over 19 hours, which will leave me with less than 5 hours to read tomorrow, which will be nice. Yeah. I've also been listening to a little bit of Girls in Tears whilst I was face creaming and things like that. I definitely am not enjoying it. I mean, I've only listened to 40 minutes. It's not very long. It's like 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I've listened to almost a quarter. And I'm definitely not enjoying it as much as the others. Ellie's boyfriend, I really do not like him. And I wasn't keen on him last time, but I couldn't really put my finger on what exactly it was. He hadn't done anything sort of like I could really call him out on, but he's very scathing about how much time she spends with her friends, and he's now started being quite personal about Magda and Nadine. So yeah, I've gone right off him. So yeah, I can't wait to get to the adult novel. I'm so excited about it, honestly. I hope it doesn't disappoint me. I don't think it will. So yeah, I think I will continue reading. Maybe you'll see me again. Yeah, I'll continue reading, and I will sit up and read for a bit, and then I'll check in just before I go to what I like to call phase 2, where I lay down, get rid of one of the pillows and lay down. And if I've got my Kindle, I normally turn this light off as well, but I'm not reading on my Kindle tonight. So yeah, I'll check in when I'm just about to enter phase 2, and hopefully I'll be over 19 hours by that point, and maybe at the end, nearing the end of 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Cool. Well done me. I stopped at 19 hours on the dot, so I could enter phase 2. I'm entering... Oh no! That was bad. How did that topple over so badly? I'm entering phase 2, David. Oh, he's got his headphones on. Oh, I'm entering phase 2.
Alright.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm entering phase 2. There will be more reading, but this is the last time you'll hear from me tonight. This is the last time you'll see me. Hopefully not. I'll let her lay down a bit. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, 19 hours I've read. So I've got 5 hours left. So I'm now going to read. I mean, I could potentially. It depends. Now I'm laying down. If I can get to the end of this. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm on page 350. And there's 385. So 35 pages. I mean, it sounds so achievable, doesn't it? But when I'm laying down, that's when things get a bit snoozy. So yes, I will see you tomorrow morning. And I'll have less than 5 hours to go tomorrow, so that's good. Yeah. It's just Easter Monday. It's been a lovely break. Got some lovely reading done. Would I realistically, if I hadn't have done this weekend, have really ploughed through the girls' books by Jacqueline Wilson? I don't know that I would have done. I think I would have listened to the first one, thought, oh, shall I read the second one? Yeah, no, I've got something else to listen to. So, like, I think it's been really nice to do this because I've got through those books and I've had a great time with them. But yeah, not happy with Ellie's boyfriend in the new one. Particularly, he's just done something really shitty, so I'm really unhappy with him. Cool, right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. There'll be a little update. Hopefully I'll be telling you I've got 4 hours and something left to read. Cool. Night, night. Elbows in shot, David, do you mind?
Elbow.
Good morning. It's Easter Monday. It's Easter Monday, and David and I have had a very big lay-in. What time did you come to bed last night, David?
Not late. Not late at all.
I had a bad dream because I was a bit hot and bothered. I think it's these pyjamas that make me hot and bothered. And all of my pyjamas are long sleeve, apart from these ones and the ones where I've got a t-shirt and the trousers with a massive hole in. So I need to get myself some short-sleeved, 100% cotton pyjamas so that I will be cool and comfy in bed. I don't know what these are made out of, but they're very warm. Here we go. This is when it says 100% cotton. God, it's just taking some time, isn't it? Ah, 72% polyester. And it only says 72% polyester. It doesn't say what else. So we know it's polyester, which is why I'm hot and bothered in them. But they are cosy for winter, which is strange considering the short sleeve. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I'm now going to read for a little bit in bed. I'm going to read Blob because last night I finished off The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which, like I said, readable, page turner, exactly what I wanted for this weekend. I've been meaning to read it for a really long time. Really reminded me of Jackie Collins. There's a sort of twisty revelation thing at the end that I didn't necessarily need. I was already into Evelyn's life as much as I needed to be without this sort of external up-to-date thing that was going on. But yeah. So now the plan today, I've got to read for 4 hours and 33 minutes. Excuse me, so 4.5 hours basically. I would like to get Blob done. I've got an hour and 49 minutes of Girls in Tears left, by which point I can then move on to Think Again. So that's the plan for today. Finish Blob, finish Girls in Tears, start Think Again. We're also going to have a little rearrange in the lounge. I'd quite like some eggs for breakfast, David. How does that make you feel? Thumbs up. What sort of eggs? Fried eggs or scrambled eggs? Whose eggs? What are my eggs?
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, so I'll probably read this for a bit, take my tablets, and then go and make us both some scrambled eggs. We've got nothing to watch on telly. I suppose we could watch a Severance, couldn't we?
We've got Severance and Say Nothing.
Severance and Say Nothing. We'd like those finished. Yeah. Apart from that, we'll have a little rearrange of the lounge.
Yeah.
And that's the day.
If there's enough boxes, I might do a trip to the storage.
Okay, cool. I've still got to sort out the cupboard of winter shoes, so that could make up another box if you wanted me to do that.
Yeah. Please do. Yeah, maybe we'll try and use the little boxes for them then.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got to do my reading, David, but yeah, I could listen to my audiobook and do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, right, I'm going to read a bit of Blob, and then I'm going to make some scrambled egg and listen to Girls in Tears. So I'll see ya the other side of that. The other side of my scrambled eggs. Say bye, David, with your elbow.
Bye.
Hey. I'm just eating an Easter egg. It was a Ferrero Rocher little guy. It was nice. When I was younger, my dad told me I couldn't eat Ferrero Rochers because there was a nut in them which would choke children. Nice. We just had the fried egg sandwich. There was no scrambled egg because there wasn't enough eggs. And we watched the 7th episode of season 2 of Severance. We will complete it, but we are just basically done with it. I don't feel like either of us are that interested in what's going on. The episode we've just watched was very long and quite hard to watch. Yeah, we'll finish it. And I've got a feeling there's going to be a 3rd series, so we're not even going to get any resolution come the end of this series, which is a shame. But I have now read for almost 20 hours, so I've got 4 hours and 3 minutes left. I'm going to go and get ready, and then maybe we'll have a little rearrange in here. And while I'm getting ready, I'll be listening to my audiobook. And then we'll see. But yeah, what time is it? Oh, it's gone 12. So yeah, I've got 4 hours to do, but I've got to get ready and have a little sort out. I'm going to go and have another egg now. Do you want an egg, Daff? She does not. Hiya. We've had a rearrange. This chair is now in here, which is lovely for daytime reading because you're sort of tucked in away from here. No screens in front of you or anything, you can just see books. Lovely natural light, but it's very bad for filming because of that natural light. So yeah, but the sofa is now over here. And then the table is now over here. The cat is over there as well. What are you doing? And then when we have people round, we pull that table out. See if I can get this back round. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, but like I said, the light here is terrible. Just had a shower, t-shirt on. I don't know why I'm so worn out. I've read for 20 hours and 15 minutes. So David's just about to get into the shower. Hello, baby. You're bouncing around looking at the new setup. And I'm going to sit and read Blob, and then once the washing's finished, I'm going to listen to more of Girls in Tears. I've got about an hour and 20 minutes of Girls in Tears left. And yeah, and then David and I sort of said we'd maybe play, we've got some leftovers to have for lunch, although it's 1:30 now. We'd maybe play Isle of Cats, which I'd quite like to do. I mean, 3 hours and 45 minutes is completely achievable. And I don't need to get it done now. I can even go into the evening. That would be fine. So yes, we will continue. You coming over? You get a good look at everything. Come on in. Come on in. Here she is. What's going on then? What's going on then? Look, you could sit in there. That would be nice and cosy. We don't want to sit in there. Right, okay. Back to it. Back to it. Blob. Who's that?
Do you put it out?
Yeah, I'd be better there, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Just a tad.
I've read for 22 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, well done.
So I've got less than 2 hours left. So we're taking a short break from proceedings. David's just watched an episode of Invincible. We're going to pop on Classic FM Hall of Fame because we must be getting to the business end. Can I have a glass of water, please, Bebe? And we're going to play Isle of Cats, which is a board game whereby you are rescuing cats from an island of cats and filling them out onto your board, which is here. It's on a boat. We're still in the sort of, oh, I put it in the kitchen. We're still in the infancy of playing this. So we still very much have to follow all the rules every time we play it. And it's quite involved. So this is probably going to go on for an hour or so whilst we do this. Yeah, but I enjoy it. But it's just, played with my mum and dad last time. Oh, and we played with Emma. And we've played with me and David a couple of times. So yeah, so this I think is only going to be the 4th time we're playing it. So yeah. I've only got about half hour left of Girls in Tears. I was just doing a little bit of crochet. I'll show you that when I go back to listen to the rest of it. And I've got about 40 pages of the Blob left. Blob, not the Blob. So yes. Let's play this and listen to Classic FM. Sorry about your Alexas. Alexa, play Classic FM.
Classic FM from Global Player.
I've just won with the best score I've ever got. I got
Yeah.
98.
Probably the highest
and that's
score
because
ever.
I scored 71 points on all my lessons. Very good. So even though I didn't complete 3 rooms, very pleased with myself.
And you had your rat out.
And I had a rat out. So yeah, very good. But we're going to pack this away now, and I'm going to do a bit more crochet and listen to the end of my book. Gee, I quite like packing this away. Very pleased with my win there. But I'm now going to listen to the last 34 minutes of Girls in Tears, which will bring me up to over 22 and a half hours, 22 hours and 40 minutes probably. This is the little, I'm making a massive granny square out of these sort of quite 70s colours as a present for my friends who are having a baby in May. So I'm just going to go until it's done. I made one for my sister when my nephew was born, and I see a lot more of my sister. So every time my nephew gets a little bit older, I'm going to add more to the edges so that it will sort of grow with him. And hopefully the fact that it's been washed and stuff won't make much difference. I don't really know. But this is the wool that I use. It's not on the bloody website. I've got a pink one as well, which I don't know if I'll use at some point. It's not on the website for some reason. It's Change It Up yarn. You get 100 grams for £4, I think, and it's Aran, and it's made from recycled bottles, and it's really soft. And my sister is a complete wimp when it comes to anything. She thinks everything's itchy, and she doesn't think this is itchy. So there we go. If you can take it on that that recommendation. So yes, I'm going to now do this sort of burnt orange brownie thing, and then I'll do 3 more cream, then I'll add a yellow in, 3 more cream, and like I said, I'm just going to keep going until the baby is born, and then we'll send it. But it needs finishing off at the back. But yeah, I quite enjoy doing it, especially when I'm listening to an audiobook, because it's quite sort of mindless. Yeah, so here we go, 34 minutes left of Girls in Tears. I haven't enjoyed Girls in Tears as much, but I think it's because the girls are having a horrible time. And that's what's sort of making me sad. There's like, I said I didn't like Elly's boyfriend, and he's just done something really horrible. Elly's having some turmoil at home with her mum, her stepmum and dad's relationship. Her and her friends are sort of falling in and out of friendships. There's a bit of competitiveness going on. There's a bit of sort of nastiness going on, which is sad. But yeah, I'm gonna get it done now, and then I will be able to start Think Again tonight, which I'm very excited about. Right, but let's go. Starting at 22:07. I finished, no, not the reading. I finished Girls in Tears, which was very sweet, but wasn't my favourite. And I was a bit disappointed at the ending. But I guess I'll have to read the new one to find out if that disappointment has continued. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I'm going to start it when I get in the bath. But I've also started, so I've done my brown one, and now I'm starting again on white. I'm just going to have a look and see how long I've got left of Blob. Because if I could finish Blob, I mean, I reckon I could finish Blob. I'm on 228. And it's I've got less than 20 pages to go. So I think maybe I'll finish Blob as well. I'm going to review Girls in Tears, and then I'm going to finish Blob. And then I can get into the bath. Well, it's 5:20. And then I can get in the bath and read and start Think Again. I'm really excited. We're having for dinner tonight chicken nuggets, wedges and beans, which is a proper fave dinner of mine, but we have it so rarely. But I'm saying we had it rarely. We had it last week as well. So, how often do you think we have chicken nuggets, wedges and beans, David?
Oh God, like a handful of times a
Yeah,
year?
and we had it last week.
Yeah.
We're having it again this week.
Quick succession.
But to be fair, it is Bank Holiday Monday, and nowhere, well, I mean, nowhere would be open now anyway, but nowhere is open. So the other option was a paneer, or do you want paneer and pepper curry?
No, I want nuggets.
He wants nuggets. So maybe we'll have paneer and pepper curry tomorrow night. Cool, right. Okay, I think I'm going to review Girl in Tears. What are you playing, David?
Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh, is it a bit scary?
No, it's Cowboys.
Scary Cowboys.
No.
I'm going to review Girls in Tears. I better pop this away. This is how much little bit of the wall I've got. I'm going to review Girls in Tears, and then I'm going to finish Blob. And then I'll get in the bath and start Think Again. Are you hungry now? Or are you all right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm alright for the minute.
Me too. Put that away. But yeah, I'm so happy I've read all those girls' books, and I'm really excited about starting the new one. Cool. Right, I'm going to review that. I'm very happy here in this chair. Very happy. The angle hasn't changed at all, and nor is the terrible lighting, but I have just finished Blob. I enjoyed it. It didn't go where I thought it was going to go at all. It's a bit unusual, but yeah. It was sort of like light-hearted unusual. I can imagine it being like a cheerier episode of Black Mirror. But yeah, let's go back to the library. Oh, the old reflexes went then. David, look. David, look. I'm getting the old reflex to go. God, isn't it just absolutely non-stop bants round here? So yes, I'm going to now review this, and then I think I'll get in the bath and I will start Think Again, which is so exciting. I've also got that Boudica audiobook that I'll probably listen to a little bit of while I'm getting ready for the bath and getting things together, and then making chicken nuggets, wedges and beans. So yeah, I'm going to review that. She's done a lot of reading this weekend. I mean, I know I've read for 24 hours, but I've read those 4 girls' books. I've read Blob. I've read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've done quite a lot of the old Boudica book. Good few hours, I would say, of the Boudica book. I've sped it up a little bit. And then I'm going to start Think Again. So yeah, well done me. I do get a lot done during these reading weekends. But let's go review, and then let's go think about getting in the bath. I'm bathed. There was the end of a bath bubble bar, David, that's been in there I don't know how long.
A bubbly bath.
It was sort of like lemony scented, and I used that, but it really bubbled up. But yes, I have started Think Again, and we're 10% in. We've launched straight in. It's Ellie's 40th birthday, and we're finding out what she's getting up to. She's got a daughter called Lottie, who she had when she was 21. We haven't caught up with Magda and Nadine yet, only to hear that she sort of alluded to Nadine being out sort of like partying, and I think she said something like Magda's on her third husband and now she's looking after his children as well. So yeah, so I did that, and then I listened to a little bit of Boudica, and I've got 18 minutes left until I've read for 24 hours over this weekend, which is good. But like, if I hadn't have done that Thursday afternoon where I read, how much did I read in that Thursday? I read 5 hours 36 that Thursday. So if I hadn't have done that, I'd still be going now. But luckily not. So I'm going to read for the last 18 minutes, Think Again, just go as far as I can with that. Then I'm going to make corn chicken nuggets, chips, wedges and beans for dinner. David is picking us a film to watch tonight. I thought it was my turn to pick a film, but it's not, it's David's. The last film I picked to watch was the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice, and I had a lovely time watching that. And then, I actually don't know why I thought it was my turn to watch a film, because then after that, David was out one night and I watched Mary Queen of Scots as well, which I really enjoyed. Have you got a short list, an idea of what you might...
I kind of have.
David takes so long to pick a film. I've just got a list and I just go, yeah, I'll just have whichever one of these is available. Whereas David has... Well, David's got a list, but how many films are on your list? Hundreds. We were sort of tempted to watch Conclave because of what's happened with the Pope this morning, but have you gone... You're not going for that? Oh, it's not available?
No, it's not available.
Okay. Right, go on then. Tell me what we might be doing.
All right, so I'm keen on, and I understand if we don't fancy this...
Yeah.
But maybe Get Out, the Jordan Peele one.
Yeah, I do want to watch that, but I don't know if I don't know if it's for now. But yeah, okay. I mean, it's your choice, so.
Yeah, but I mean, something like Get Out, like that's.
David has, so we get one veto a year. We take it in turns to pick films we're watching at home.
But obviously, Get Out is like almost a horror, so yeah. I would happily. We wouldn't have to veto that. I would rather you be in the mood for that, because that's different, isn't it? But
David has used his veto on Mary Queen of Scots, so I kept saying, should we watch Mary Queen of Scots? And I loved Mary Queen of Scots, and it was the next on my list, and every time it was termed like we were going to watch film, I said, should we watch Mary Queen of Scots? David would just say, no, don't fancy it. I said, well, you just veto it. Will you just veto it so we don't have to watch it, so I can watch it alone? And that's what's now happened. So now David's got no vetoes for the rest of the year.
No, but I feel like I used my veto early on last year. You didn't use your veto at all last year.
No, you used it on my cousin Rachel last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have used that early on in the year, because I wanted to watch that in May, because I did Daphne du Maurier May. Yeah, I didn't use my veto at all. Does that mean I've got 2 vetoes this year?
No, we've already agreed. There's no carryovers.
Okay, so what else is up for the Get Out?
I
do want to watch Get Out at some point. I just don't know. I don't know if it's for now.
Yeah, no, that's fine if not. I'm happy with that. I kind of want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
I do like Pirates of the Caribbean.
God, I haven't watched it for years. Years.
No, neither have I. What else do I want to watch? I would like to watch again, because I've only seen it once, Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, that's a bit heavy as well, isn't it?
It's quite heavy, but
Jesus.
it's really good.
Christ.
I'd also like to watch the first animated Spider-Man.
I like that a lot. Although, am I still not watching Marvels this year?
Yeah.
Because does that count?
I mean, it's Sony Marvel.
Does that count of my veto? If I just say no Marvels, then there's no point you putting any Marvels to me.
I mean, if you want to make that your veto of no Marvels.
My veto would be no Marvels?
You literally just said that.
Or I'd still get no, because then you would never pick any Marvels for me.
I would happily let you veto all Marvels as your veto.
Well, that's not fair.
What? I mean, I could pick a Marvel every time it was my choice. I mean, I wouldn't do that. This is
yeah, that's not very nice.
No, but I thought you literally just said...
Nice. No, I meant... maybe I worded it wrongly, but I meant just don't pick any Marvels because I'm not watching any Marvels. I didn't want to use my veto on any of them because if I'm not watching any Marvels...
also Moana 2.
Yeah, we haven't watched Moana 2 yet.
Maybe we'll have Moana 2.
Oh, that's got quite a nice sort of bank holiday weekend feel about it.
Alright, let's go for Moana 2.
We'll go for Moana 2.
It's short, it's sweet, and hopefully they're not written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, but hopefully they're inspired by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's a shame, really, isn't it? But yeah, we'll watch Moana 2. Cool. Okay, well that's decided then.
That's sorted.
And
I'm gonna have a poo and a bath.
Will I carry on with my crochet or will I do my cross stitch? I think I'll carry on with my crochet. Carry on with my crochet because the baby will be here next month, so I need to have a bit of a head start.
I didn't know if you wanted to crack on with dinner straight away.
Well, no, I can't because I'm going to do 18 minutes to finish my think again.
Oh, and then you're done. And then
I'm done.
Oh, well
And then
done.
your wife has been returned to you. And I was also thinking when I'm cooking dinner, it would be nice for me to catch up on some of my podcasts because I've not done any podcast listening to.
Do you like all the eye contact I'm making with you right now?
Yeah, it's lovely. I love it. I love it when you don't make eye contact with me when you're talking.
Me too.
You're doing it now, you're being cheeky. I'm quite looking forward to watching Moana 2.
Yeah, should be good. Hopefully. I've not really heard anything good or bad about it.
Only from our niece who said, it was very scary. But she thinks everything's very scary.
But she gave 10,000 stars to Sylvanian Family,
yeah.
so I'll take her review with a pinch of salt.
10 million. Very cute. Right, okay. Let me go get me... I need to get my phone timer so I can time my last 18 minutes.
Exciting.
And then I'll be done. It's been lovely. I've done so much reading, David. Shall I tell you what I've read?
Yeah, please do.
I've read Girls in Love, Girls Under Pressure, Girls Out Late, Girls in Tears.
Was you going for it? Is that the same series?
Yeah, I mean, it would be really awkward.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of.
And that was the lead-up work because they're all books by Jacqueline Wilson, who wrote Bed and Breakfast Star. Did you ever read any Jacqueline Wilsons when you were younger? Probably not. And she's now, so they're about a girl called Elly and her two friends Magda and Nadine, and she's bought out at the end of last year a adult novel about those three.
Nice.
So I wanted to read those 4 before I read that, so I've started that. So that's 4 books finished and I've started another one.
Done.
I also read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and I read Blob, A Love Story. And I've been reading Boudica, listening to Boudica, and I've started Think Again. So 6 books finished this weekend.
Done. So you must be. What was your challenge at the start of the year that you was way ahead of anyway? Was it
I'm
pages
still way ahead of it. Yeah, so I wanted to read 36,000 pages in 1 year, which would have been about 100 pages a day, which I'm really, really far ahead on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must be now, even more so.
I picked 104 books, which would be 2 books a week, which I'm really far. I've read 65 books now. Jesus. And I picked 360 hours of listening to audiobooks, which would be roughly about an hour a day.
And we're only like a third of the way through the year.
No, but it's my pash, isn't it?
No, I'm saying it's impressive. Like, do you think you can get up to 200 books this year?
I don't know if I've ever done 200 books before.
I suppose you'd have to up it.
I never like to sort of...
no, you don't.
I don't like to set myself like an unachievable type. If I've got to 200 books, I mean...
What's the most you've read in a year?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think you've done 150.
Probably in lockdown, I did over 150, I'm sure. But I would never like to say, oh, I want to read 200 books, because then it
takes the fun out of it.
Not only that, but it means I wouldn't be picking up big books because I'd think, oh well, I need to get to my, or I'd be thinking I need to read more. I need to read more.
It's a good idea, isn't it? Doing it that way.
So I think if I set, it all feels achievable to me.
How many pages? Do you know how many pages you're on?
Yeah, it's on my phone, but I can't be bothered to go and get it, and also it's almost out of charge and it's charging.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
It's been lovely to catch up with you, David.
Yeah, bye.
That's probably the most we've spoken the whole weekend. Right, okay, I'm going to go... Well, let me go and get my phone and start it, and then I can tell you my stats, because I'm sure you're sitting there thinking it's annoying that she's talking about it and not actually telling us anything. So let me go and get my phone, I'll tell you the stats. We'll read the last... That's a big spot. We'll read the last 18 minutes, and then I'm going to go and listen to some audiobooks. No more audiobooks. Listen to some podcasts and make dinner. Would you bring me my phone, David, and then I don't have to get up at all?
Yeah.
And then I can tell you my stats if you're interested.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
How many films have you watched this year?
Oh God, it's It's been rubbish.
Yeah, I haven't done very well with films this year.
It's been really
I started by
bad.
saying I wanted to watch 100 new to me films.
I don't know, I've just been...
Could you pass me that big white square book at the back of my top shelf and I can tell you how many films I've watched as well?
Yeah, it's been... I don't know, I've just struggled this year. Like, part of it is just laziness. We're going to the cinema.
I'll do films first.
And,
So I used to say I wanted to watch 100 new to me films in the year, and then that has now, because I quite like comfort watching stuff, so now that's just 100 films. I did do that last year. At the moment I'm on 27 films.
I think I'm on like 33.
So I am behind because I should have been on... Oh no.
I mean, you are behind, but only like by not many.
No, I needed to be at I needed to be at 25 by the end of March, so I'm not that far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. But yeah, I was hoping to be at like 50 by now, but
out of those... Oh, so out of those 27, 25 are new to me anyway. How many have you watched?
I think it's like 33.
Oh, so you're not that far ahead of me at all. That's unusual.
No, I've just struggled.
How many books have you read this year? 65?
Yeah, I think so.
And then the stats, guys, were... I wanted to read 104 books, and I've read 65 books. I wanted to read 36,000 pages, and I've read 14,839 pages, so I'm 3,891 pages ahead. And I wanted to read 360 hours, and I'm just under 139 hours, so I'm ahead by 29 and a half hours. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's get these last 18 minutes underway. And I'll see you when the challenge has been complete, which is perfect because my thing's just about to run out of battery. So here we go. 18:52 for 18 minutes. Let's go. The battery's about to die. Finished! I actually was so into it, I've gone to 24 hours and 2 minutes. Well done me. And I've read 17% of Think Again. I'm enjoying it very much. Well, there we go. I'm so pleased. 24 hours of reading in an Easter weekend. Do please let me know what you got up to in your Easter weekend. Did you do much reading over the Easter weekend? Would love to hear what books you have read over the Easter weekend. And I'll see you all again soon for another book tube video. I'm going to go make dinner now. Bye!